Hello, I'm Tanner, a natural bodybuilder who's also getting into philosophy. And first off, I will point out if you're noticing a change of scenery, I'm literally just in my thing they call the breakfast nook instead of my bedroom. Yeah, I mean that's it. Nothing more there. But today I wanted to talk about the movie The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I watched this movie for the first time a few months ago, and then I was like, dude, this is a really deep movie, and I think there are a lot of great things to take away from it. So I read. So you know how in high school your teacher will be like, "It's a movie day, class," and then hands you a work page of like, "Oh, you got to take notes, answer these questions." That's what I did to myself yesterday. I turned the movie on after the gym. And I sat there and took notes. Um, there was a lot. There was a lot, but I, it's a very good movie, very deep movie. You should watch it. I didn't even get it. I didn't even get everything. Like there's so much, but I probably should have had the page open. Okay. The first thing I wanted to go over was what a wallflower is because I didn't know. I didn't know. Google defines a wallflower as someone with a highly introverted, shy, or reserved personality. So an introvert, not too complicated. We're good there. And the first thing I wanted to make a point of that I noted down for this movie is to take chances. The best thing to happen to Charlie is because he took a chance on Patrick. Um, if you watch this movie, if you have watched this movie, if you're going to, I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. Um, everything good in his life that everything good. He was having a rough time, right? Okay, I was trying to see if she'd stop. She stopped. Everything he was at. They're not stopping. Give me a moment. I apologize. I just didn't want their barking to be a distraction to y'all or myself. But as I was saying, take chances. The first thing, the best thing to happen to Patrick in a very long time comes from the fact that he took a chance on this guy he saw in class, on the fact that he was like, I know that guy. He's funny. I should try to go talk to him. Okay, simple enough. We got it. All right, good. Second thing, dance without regard for who's looking. Um, I would like to say I think a lot of these points is stuff I've gone over before, but it there's like I said, there's a lot of good stuff in this movie. So some of this I might have talked about before, but anyway, dance without regard for who's looking. I don't know which dance it was. I'm assuming it was Homecoming, but as soon as that song came on, Patrick and Sam in the movie they just started dancing. You know, they're like living room routine, and they went for it, and they didn't care like who was looking, right? And then this encouraged Charlie to go up to them and become even closer with them. It just it's a I guess it's the idea of like let your freak flag fly, right? Like just dance, man. Don't care who's looking, but do it. And again, this isn't a matter of literally physically dancing, but it is dance. You know, let your freak flag fly, as I said. Next thing, true grief isn't meant to be glossed over or hidden. Um, this there are multiple scenarios of this within the movie. The first time that you really see is whenever Charlie's talking about his best friend's suicide. He's like, "Oh yeah, my best friend shot himself last year," right? And he just says it casually. And as you go throughout the movie, as you learn, it's something that like really still affects him, um, really still bothers him, but he just says it so casually, like it doesn't bother him, like doesn't hurt him. This there this is the same thing with the twist at the end with his Aunt Helen, which by the way I did not see coming the first time I watched that movie. Um, but he holds it inside, and it just creates festering issues in us until we explode. Again, uh, watch the movie because I'm not going to hold back on the I guess spoilers here, right? But he has these issues. He has his best friend's suicide. He has his Aunt Helen's death, what she did to him. He has all the pain he sees from these other people, and he takes it. He creates this festering, growing issue inside of him that doesn't come out until he finally explodes, at the end of the movie, and then he's put into the mental hospital. That's what happens whenever you just gloss over and hide your pain, hide your true grief, is just, it just grows, right? Next thing is, this is a direct quote. You see things and you understand. End quote. Listening and understanding is sometimes the best thing you can do. Be someone's wallflower. Truly understand them. That is one thing Charlie had throughout the entirety of the movie. He sat there and he truly listened to people. He truly understood people. I think that's something that's like heavily shown in the Christmas scene. Whenever he gives them all these gifts. And one of the guys, he says that it's kind of a joke as he's blowing bubbles, but he's like, he knows me. He really knows me. And this line is said by Patrick, right, who Charlie had just caught in a situation, and he's like, and the fact that the first thing out of Charlie's mouth is, I understand, right? Charlie isn't there to judge people or anything like that. He sits, he listens, and he understands people. He gets them. And this is the perks of being a wallflower. This is the positives of being this shy, reserved person, is that you sit there and you listen to people and you truly understand them. And that's what I mean by be someone's wallflower, is understand the people around you, truly get to know them, truly listen to what they're saying, right? Yeah, I mean, just listen to people, understand them. Sometimes that's what someone needs, is a wallflower, someone who will get them. The next thing, this is another direct quote. I'd hate for her to judge me based off what I used to be like. I think this is a great way to look at the idea of trying to not be judgmental, because this is Charlie talking about Sam. He's like, I've heard horrible things about her past, but he's like, I don't care about that because I know I used to be a certain way, and he's like, I'd hate for her to judge me based off my past, so I'm not going to judge her off her past. I think it's a very simplistic and great way to look at trying to not be judgmental, right? Knowing that you are an imperfect person just as they are. Next is, in the movie, Charlie asks his teacher, he's like, why do good people fall for the wrong people? And his teacher responds with, we accept the love we think we deserve. When you have a low version of yourself in your mind, you accept lower treatment than you deserve. Whenever you think so lowly of yourself, you will allow other people to think lowly of you and treat you poorly. This is displayed multiple times throughout the movie. I think one of the best ones or one of the biggest ones, most prevalent ones, is whenever Charlie's sister gets slapped by Ponytail Derek. And it's this idea that she didn't think very highly of herself, so she allowed someone else to treat her like that, right? Whenever that's not okay. Not okay. You can't. This is why you have to fall in love with yourself before you can fall in love with other people. You have to love yourself and understand yourself and grow with who you are as a person before you can be fully accepted by someone else, right? Because if you don't do all those things first, if you don't learn to love yourself, to even like yourself, you're going to let someone else treat you like dirt. And another thing with this is to not throw yourself at the first person to show interest in you. You can't make yourself like someone. This has to do with Charlie's relationship with, I don't remember her name. It's the Buddhist girl with the So with the one side of her head shaved. I don't know what it's called. Charlie was, I wouldn't say he necessarily threw himself at her, but she was the first girl to like really show interest in Charlie in like a relationship kind of way. And so he was like, okay, you know. And then he realized, he was like, I don't like her like this. I don't like her like I like Sam, you know. And he, I think he realized like you can't just make yourself like someone. Like this isn't gonna work out because I'm not just gonna fall in love with you the way I'm in love with Sam. Then next point, others can't be our solution. This puts us in a situation to where if we lose them, we lose ourselves. This happens after Charlie, um, he he kisses Sam in front of Mary Elizabeth, I think that's her name, and he loses his friends, understandably in this situation, but he starts to get bad again, and because he's lost his friends, because he's lost this what was the solution to his issues, he started to lose himself again in his own problems. And not to say other people can't help you through your issues or other people can't help you through your problems, but they can't be the solution. They can be a part of the solution. They can help you through, definitely. But if other people are the fix, then it creates an issue because the moment they're gone, the moment they don't want to talk to you anymore, you've lost your solution. Yet, right? You've lost the progress, the whatever, right? Other people fixing your problems is just a band-aid instead of truly healing. Next point, again, direct quote from the movie. Let's go be psychos together. Sometimes all you need is someone to be a psycho with. This is after Charlie and Sam and make up, and she's like, sorry. Sometimes that is all you need. And sometimes all someone needs is for someone else to see their weirdness, whatever, and be like, we can go be weirdos together, right? We can go be outcasts together, whatever. I mean, whatever it is, you know. I know there's a lot of stuff I'm into, anime such as that. That's like, uh, it's a little bit more popular now, but there's still some people that like look at it as like the weirdest crap ever. But it's like, whenever I can talk about all that stuff with my friends, with my cousins, with whatever, it's like, you know, this is nice. This is really nice. And the last thing I've written down, because this is a long video, and like I said, I missed stuff too. I know I did, because I was like, I just won't write that down because this could be an hour-long video. The last thing, and possibly one of the most popular quotes from this movie, is "We are infinite." And to me, this means we are and can become everything we want. It reminds me of another a Virginia Woolf quote I got from All the Bright Places. Let me find it. I feel a thousand capacities spring up in me. Like I said, I got that from All the Bright Places. But we're infinite. We can be and are everything that we want to be in life. You can achieve and you can be and you can do everything. Everything you are and everything you want to be. We're infinite. I don't know. I feel like that was probably one of the hardest hitting quotes in that movie, but I feel like I explained it poorly. But anyway, this video has gone on for way longer than usual, so I will try to cut it off here. But again, you should just watch the movie. There's things I missed, and it was way better on a second watch through. I don't know if that's because I was taking notes or not, but it was awesome. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to use today as a rest day as far as the gym goes. So, yeah, rest day tomorrow, and tomorrow would usually be my rest day, but I'm just going to work out tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for another philosophy video. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.